In November, when I first discovered that I had CA or colon lower sigmoid third stage, and that really broke my heart because survival rate is 25% only. So somehow God has been really good to me. One day out of the blue, Eddie and I, we don't really contact each other. He will contact my husband. But early one day, one morning at 7 a.m. in the morning, he called me. I was just sleeping, and I saw that he's calling. And so I called him back later in the day. It was just the day before that I discovered I had CA. So Eddie said he came over to see me and then say how he can help, brought the cell recipe over. So many have, when you're in the third stage, anything is good. So I immediately consumed the cell recipe. So my cancer readings was high then, but just before my operation, I had about 2.5 weeks to take the cell recipe, and also I had this blanket for me about 2 weeks. I had a CT scan, of course, to show where the cancer had gone to, and in fact, mine was really aggressive. I had 29 lymph nodes removed. Normally, in a cancer patient, the doctors only remove maybe 5 or 6. I had an 8-hour operation. The operation was 8 hours. I had 3 surgeons operating on me. And I had my wound removed, my colon of course removed, and also my fallopian tube and the ovaries were all removed. So after the operation, my surgeon wanted me to be really well before he passed me on to an oncologist to do chemotherapy and the rest of the works. So I was really very determined at that time, and I said, well, I was very consistent in my cell recipe. And after the operation, I take at least 3 times a day, 20 drops at each time, 3 times a day, on an empty stomach, in the sense that, I thought that it would work better. I went to see the oncologist in Singapore. They saw my pathology report, and of course it's really aggressive, and the oncologist in Singapore wanted me to start the chemotherapy as soon as possible. They wanted me to do the chemotherapy as soon as possible because they said the cancer was great if I delay. Okay, and I did my first chemotherapy at Pantai, and that was the report before the chemotherapy. So I did it in PET lab, and then when the result was sent to the hospital, and I was waiting there to see the doctor, so I got it from the nurse, and I said, can you explain to me what it is? And then the nurse saw it and said, ini luar biasa, really luar biasa. Normally, no one will get 0.6 marker. Even an ordinary person is 5, 6, or 7. And he says this is really unbelievable. What I want to say is, if you're healthy, it's better that you take cell recipe now to prevent getting cancer. My treatment, if I do it in Pantai, it will cost 190,000. Okay, excluding my operation. My operation was already 50,000. Okay, the treatment alone is 190,000 plus. In case if I'm hospitalized, there will be more. So, I would say that, for everyone, if you're healthy, take this as a preventive for any diseases or sicknesses or anything like that. Take cell recipe to keep healthy.